after we have done the critique and figured out what's wrong and things like that, we want to fix it, and fixing things is a common theme. It's one that's near and dear to my heart. And how do you see right now a way that we might be able to move forward to, you were talking about with AI North Stars in particular, and this radical redefinition with a goal of a clearer path, at least a path, a North Star, a direction to go for some of this AI stuff. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah,
if you
well,
would, Peter.
I'm gonna make another astronomy reference. I guess we started with North Star. Maybe that's the theme of the day. We'll just go with it. For a long time, that people thought that the orbits of the planets were circular. And this is even after we displaced Earth from the center of our model of the solar system. We still thought that everything kind of went in circles around the sun, because that kind of makes sense. And it basically roughly worked out. But there were, as we got better and better instruments and we paid more attention and we made more notes, we realized there are errors, that the circular orbits don't quite predict the motion of the planets. And so that's making a note of your failures and your errors. And now there's two ways to fix it, right? What they did was they said, well, maybe, because they had a biblical point of view on this, which is that Earth was created by God and all the heavenly bodies are created by God, and spheres and circles are perfect sort of reflections of the perfection of the cosmos and the heavens. And so they moved in circular motions because that makes sense, right? Because that's perfect. It's a perfect circle. But maybe there's a little perfect circle that the planet moves on around the point of the orbit. And so that's the little mini orbit it makes around the point of the big orbit. That's called an epicycle, Epicycle. And epicycles would then explain and basically would correct the error in the apparent motion of these planets. But then they got better instruments. And they noticed, well, crap. I mean, there's still a little bit of deviation.
Why do we keep correcting all the time?
And they added more epicycles. But they knew that God created the heavens and he created the planets and made all these moving perfect circles. And then finally, when you had good enough data and you had a bright enough guy to make the cognitive leap, Kepler, he was like, instead of all these stupid epicycles, I think it's actually ellipses. I think that planets move in elliptical orbits, and you just need one ellipse to explain the motion of each planet. So it's important to note the errors and to note where things went wrong, but you still have to make a cognitive leap to then integrate that, as opposed to just band-aiding over your cognitive model.